Alright, Barakafa Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rukar Kadash, double honors to the apostles, GreatMillStone, ruling well. And pretty much this is just, you know, just a quick video, and just open for, like, you know, open topic, you know, and like, I mean, I'm just going to talk about the need that we need to get out of this kingdom, mate. You know, I mean, you know, there's so much wickedness. The scripture says that. The scripture says wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So, you know, that means that, you know, there's so much demonic fucking things happening on planet Earth right now that it's about time. Yeah. It's about time that, you know, these things get cleaned up, you know, and pretty much, mate, you know, I'm just, you know, I mean, we can go into the examples of, you know, the GMO foods, you know, how you supposed to, well, the scripture says we'll eat up defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. So, I mean, how are you supposed to be in a society where, here it is, your food's supposed to be health? It tells you that in the Apocrypha, man. And the only food that you're getting is fucking food that's killing you. You know, what's all that about, man? You know, that's fucking madness. And you know, what kind of enlightened society is that? But here is everyone's walking around talking about how Esau is fucking the bringer of enlightenment. The only thing Esau is the bringer of out here is death, mate, you know. And, you know, that's why the scripture says that he's going to be going into slavery, mate. You know. And then you got Numbers 24. You know, that's a good scripture on it. You got, you know, you got Obadiah, you know, about Esau's judgment. There's a lot of scriptures out there dealing with Esau's judgment. And Esau, you know, this whole earth, bruv, is wicked. You know, you got nothing but adultery happening everywhere. That's not right. And you think that's going to be going on with us in the kingdom? You know, where you got these women and pretty much they will just sleep with fucking 1,000 men out there. You know, the scripture says that women have compassed a man. And in these countries, the divorce rates are what, sky high, you know. There's more divorce rates than anything. So here it is, people are talking about they're getting together to build a family, but 2/3 of those fucking marriages end up in divorce. That's mainly in America, and it's in England as well. So, you know, these are things that pretty much, man, like, you know, what? There's nothing good about this society, mate. You know, let's talk about the pedophiles that are sitting in the Vatican, the pedophiles that are sitting in Parliament, and it keeps coming out. So what the fuck have you got to say about that? You know, that's why the scriptures condemn this place. The scriptures completely condemns the society, mate, you know. And, you know, the judgment for this place is what? Is fire. You know, Babylon, you ought to be destroyed, man. This place, the judgment for it is fire. The old world was destroyed with what? With water. You had the flood of Noah. People drowned, man. You know, like you had the movie The Titanic. You know, remember when that movie come out? I was kind of young in it. You know what I mean? Because I ain't that old, but when that movie come out, you know, pretty much, man, that was an emotional movie. And it happened, and it was an emotional event, you know. But the flood of Noah was worse than the Titanic, mate. So, you know, imagine, like, water's just, like, so high that there's no fucking civilizations. Nobody can, it's just too high. You can't swim to the top. You know. And, you know, pretty much the scripture says that, you know, this time around, when this pops off, how's it going to pop off? is popping off with fire. You know. And the fire is going to be worse than the water. You know, drowning is a terrible death. And, you know, you're going to have the lake of fire. So you're going to be swimming in missiles. You're going to be swimming in fire. The wicked are, you know, you can't even move it. You're just going to be disintegrating. You know. Man, the Lord's out there, man. And these are like the scourges for the wicked. You know. Yeah, so just checking setting. You know, these are the scourges for the wicked. You know, and I think Esau deserves it, man. Look at what Esau's done on the planet Earth. Look what Esau's done. Hey, I don't want them. This ain't going. Yeah, that's good. It ain't my fault. I didn't know how to clip it in properly and that, you know, bro.
Can't.
Yeah, so basically Esau, man, is you know, Esau, man, he's destroyed this earth. Isaiah 24, man, the scripture says that the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. So, you know, any facet or aspect of society that you can think of, whether it be moral, you know, like I said, the marriages, people are getting married, but most of them are divorcing. The statistics show. What's all that about? Everyone's just committing adultery. People are liars, murderers, you know. You know, you got England and America supposed to be civilized countries, and their countries are riddled with drugs. You know, there's homeless people and drug addicts all over the place. You think in the streets of Jerusalem, in the kingdom, you're gonna have fucking crackheads, heroin addicts? No. You know. Now. You Edomites are going to be cursed. So I don't know what the hell you lot are going to be on in them pits, but you know they ain't going to be going on in the kingdom, in Jerusalem. You know what I mean? You know, so you know some thoughts, you know, that was coming to the mind. But like I said, man, you know everything that's going on in this world. This is Esau's kingdom. It's a shithole. The food's poisoned. And if you don't know that the food's poison, then you're just a victim of what's going on around you. You're a victim of these lies, you know, and you're a fool, you know, and there ain't gonna be, you know, they say ignorance is bliss. Oh yeah, it's bliss for you because you're a knob, you know, because the scripture says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad, you know. So yeah, you are bliss. You're like a little child, and you know, you're like a child running around. And you don't know anything, man. You know what I mean? You know, that's why you need the guidance of your parents. You people are like adults running around like that. That's why the judgments are coming, man. You know? Which says what a man sows, that's what he shall reap. And that goes into what you're doing. You know, the dietary law is there to help you to not get sick. And all these, you know, you ain't supposed to eat abominations. But when you go to Esau's kingdom, the top platters are abominations. You know, lobsters, crabs, you know. That's just how Esau gets down. So, you know, Esau's going to pay. Esau's going to pay, mate, you know. And there's nothing that he can do. You know, his kingdom was prophesied in Daniel's 7. You know, he had iron teeth and all that. And here he's just got his missiles, his technology and all that, but he's trying to use his technology to enslave people. And he thinks he's so smart because he's got the technology. But the Lord give you that technology, and let's show you how smart you are. That technology is going to be used to destroy your own kingdom, mate. The scripture says a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. So the fact that you got Russia, which they're a bunch of Edomites, ready to nuke you in America, that proves that you're done. You think in the kingdom that's going to be going on. This Lord says he's going to close the breaches thereof, so there ain't going to be no tribal wars. There ain't going to be no more tribal wars. You know? And that's pretty much how Esau's kingdom is, man. He's selfish, he's a maniac, he's a devil, he's a snake, he's careless. You know, these Edomites are careless. They don't care what's happening across the world, to the ocean, to the food, just as long as he gets to drink champagne. He doesn't give a fuck. Esau doesn't give a fuck. And then when you go on the top level, you find out these devils worship Satan and its spirits. And they do things, satanic things, kidnapping kids, butt blasting kids, MK Ultra, all these mad things, you know. They do all these things, man. So his purpose, they're the devil, you know. They're the fucking devil, man. But that, the scripture says, the Lord, they shall be consumed with the brightness of his coming. So it's over. It's over, mate. If you think that the Lord's going to allow men to dress like women and act like trannies for eternity, you've got another thing coming, mate. So anyway, man, I'm going to lock it out, man, anyway. It was a quick one. Yeah, I'm pretty much done this session.